Everybody has a podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Everybody Has a Podcast. Monday night, 9:33, in the place to be. Hope all you had a great weekend. They go by so fast, don't they, folks?
Jay Wiggy, take out the trash!
Happy Monday to everybody. Happy Monday, Grant Mills. Happy Monday, Unpafugadu, who joined the chat room. Good weekend. Good, nice, relaxing weekend. A 3-day weekend for me. I had Friday off. Did a lot around the house, but you and I got a chance to get out for a bit. That was nice. Weather was stank all weekend, and including today. But a good weekend. Good to see you in the flesh, Grant Mills. Good to have a few cocktails and wind down. How did the rest of your weekend go?
It wasn't too bad, just goddamn power went out last night, though, the storms. It was weird because it stopped raining and everything, and then the fucking power went out. Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, I always wonder where that starts and stops on the grid. It was definitely a strange, probably a whole week of weather. I don't think I've seen that much rain all summer. We've had it here and there. It's been humid as all can be. And I actually had a couple of friends talk to me saying they had water damage in their homes and things like that, flooding in Cahaba Heights, Alabama. So, yeah, quite a weekend with the nasty weather.
Man, I was on my way to the bar to meet up with you on Saturday night. I go down the road behind these townhouses. Some naked dude walking around.
Ooh.
Yeah, he was naked, butt naked from the waist down.
Ooh.
I passed by. I was like, "What? Did I just see that? Like, what the fuck is going on?" I'm like, "Man, maybe I need to move." I'm Right, what the fuck, dude? I mean, dude, it's just like walking in a yard naked. I don't know if it's his yard or I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck
Was
was
it
going on.
right behind your unit or?
It was not my building. It was actually on the other side, across the street. There's these like townhome looking things.
Oh
You
yeah,
go across the back way and you go down the road, and it was like on this little strip.
man.
I was like, "What the fuck?" I was free. I was like, "Did I just see that? What the fuck is happening over here?"
The weirdos come out at night. Were you angry or did you call the police?
No, I was just like, "What?" I kind of forgot about it, and I was like, "This doesn't look right. Maybe I should have called the police, man." Um, but I didn't.
Yeah, there's definitely some strange. When I was waiting for you for a second, like about 5 minutes, got there a little early, and there was some gentleman, I presume homeless, really crooked over, looked like he had scoliosis really bad. And hey, listen, I don't know his story. I sympathize for him if he's hurting, or if he has mental issues that has put him on the streets, man. But he had a raggedy cart, not quite a shopping cart, but just a little cart, metal, that he was kind of just going through and picking things out, putting it back in. I don't know if he was organizing it or what, but he stood in front of the building we ended up going to for like all that 5 minutes. And he slowly shuffled away. So I don't know. There was definitely some interesting characters out Saturday night that I saw. So yeah, you can never tell with people, man. But seeing a homeless person pushing a cart, nothing like seeing a half naked man when the bottom half's the naked half. Ugh.
Yeah, dude, I was like, "What in the fuck is going with this motherfucker? What is? I don't know. I have no. I'm like, I don't know, man. That's weird. I don't
Hmm.
think he lived around there, but that's the fucked up shit part about it. He's just stumbling through yards half naked, like what the fuck?
Yeah, he's just creeping and peeping.
I just kind of want to get a gun and just walk around my neighborhood and wait for these motherfuckers.
Be a vigilante.
I know, right? I'm tired of the world, man. I just want to say fuck it all. I'm gonna walk around. I'm gonna wait for one of you crazy motherfuckers to get me. You might kill me, but I'm gonna fucking put a bullet somewhere. You fucking crazy fucks.
There are too many crazy fucks out there. I agree with you on that. People are getting more bold and ballsy, and you see things like what happens in California or San Francisco with when you take away punishment for crimes, and then people wonder why people are doing so many crimes because there's no repercussions for your actions. You have to have some type of accountability for when you do bad shit or wrong shit, and you don't see that anymore. So I think that's going to happen in the future. I really do. I think more people will start taking the law into their hands, which is a good thing, and it is also not a good thing. If you have people that know how to deal out justice, probably not the worst thing. If you have people that are trigger happy, uh, looking for somebody instead of waiting to find the bad stuff, you might find people that are causing more problems than they're solving.
That is true, my friend. What about your weekend? What else did you get into?
Man, it's funny you ask because it seemed like I was having a really nice long weekend after Saturday. We had a couple drinks, nothing crazy. Nice cigar, and actually enjoyed that. And then yesterday seemed to fly by, man. And then today was busy. Had a work, obviously, back to work after a 3-day weekend. Busy emails. Grass needed to be cut. Finally had a little bit of sunshine. Cut the grass this afternoon. And just by the time I look down, man, it's podcast time, which I love that time, but the day just flew by. Yesterday was rainy, boring, nothing happening. Did a little Xboxing. I'm enjoying the Series X, so it's made me more of a nerd for sure. Getting on here and checking out games. What about you? But more specifically, did you Xbox any this weekend? Any new discoveries? Anything with college football? Anything at all?
I did play a little bit, but I actually went back to NFL 2K2 for some reason. I was just getting on the Dreamcast and looking at a few things, and just decided to play that for a little while before the fucking power went out for like 2 hours, and then it went out again later on. So I don't know, fucking weird shit. Usually when it goes off, it doesn't stay out that long, but this time like a little bit different.
Yeah, I was going to
So
ask
it
how.
stayed off.
So it stayed off quite some time. We've been lucky in this house, and then knock on wood, we haven't really had too many issues with the power going off and staying off. It's gone off during some pretty nasty storms before, but fortunately, nothing where it actually stays off. I remember at our house we had before this, a rental home, while we were looking, man, dude, if it fucking blew wind, 10 miles per hour, it seemed like the power fucking went off. Shit sucked.
Yeah, that's a pain in the ass.
That's how you can test someone's patience. Put them somewhere where when the power goes off. That's how you can see someone's character. I think it sucks because we're so reliant on electricity, and when you don't have it,
Oh, Light
dude,
Bright
it
in the
becomes
building. What up, Light Bright? How's it going?
what up,
I'm sorry, you
Light
said
Bright?
it tested to resolve. It does. Hello, Light Bright. Been a while. How are you? Definitely no power sucks.
Have you ever thought
I
about
was
getting? Well,
fucking.
you're in a unit, but what about like a small Jackery generator or something like that, like a little battery pack? You thought about that before?
Yeah, that might be good, actually. Um,
Yeah,
but I don't. We don't lose it enough for that to like fucking happen. So
I've been thinking about a generator, but see, I would use it for obviously other things too. Our field gates, our tailgates in the field. I guess that's what they're called now, right? Field gates. Um, yeah, I mean, I've got a big generator down there. It's my dad's, but man, that thing is like 800 pounds. It's horrible to move around and shit. But yeah, I've been thinking about that, man. I think a little small one that I could just keep somewhere and pop out on the sun porch if I needed to, because it's ventilated out there. Open the windows and it would stay out of the weather. Open the door, something like that. Oh God, somebody went onto the sun porch and got carbon monoxide.
a naked dude came in.
Oh God, this sucks. Yeah. Oh man, yeah. It doesn't go out a ton for us, but I think just that I have multi uses for it, and in the event it did go out, man, those things are nice to have on hand.
Yeah, that would have been good, but I don't know. It's like I said, it doesn't go off too much. Thank God. Hopefully, it won't be a fucking issue from here on out. But you never know. Well, that whole scene.
Real trap shit.
Hiya. Well, you saw a naked dude running around? That's fucking bullshit. I'd have fucked him up.
I don't know. I was stunned. I was like, what is going on in my neighborhood? I don't know, man.
Well, it's getting crazier and crazier, yeah.
How's your weekend?
Oh, well, it was pretty good. Baby's back. I mean, we just, just snuggling all weekend, yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, okay. Cool, man. Man, it's National Chicken Wing Day today.
National Chicken Wing Day. Did you have any chicken wings in celebration of National Chicken Wing Day?
No, I should have, but I do like me some chicken wings.
We got to get down on some wings and some different recipes this football season. And I always say this football season as if we have to wait for this time. We don't have to. I always encourage people, if you want to do a party or a hangout, man, just bust it out, break a spread. But football does make it better. But we did some last year where we one in particular over at the house. I know Big Mustard brought some food. I think he went down to Buc-ee's and brought some good food. You had you had chipped in. I think I had made some wings last year, but before we get too far away, I made some wings. I think I oven baked those. They were pretty good. I did 2 different sauces. First time I tried, and I actually cut those, snipped them, and started from scratch. So they came out okay. Man, it was a lot of work. Do you make yours a lot, or have you made them before by your from scratch?
No, that'd be cool though. I was thinking about it. I don't know how I was gonna fry them though, or oven. You got the oven, but I was thinking of frying them in duck fat.
Damn. Sounds good
So
as fuck.
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of what to do, and then also what the kind of flavor and I want. So I don't know.
I don't know either, man. But that duck fat sounds really good. I will say we need to do that. This I may try to do something the first Bama game, and I always love when people bring food. One, I'm a cheap ass. I don't want to buy everything. No, I'm fucking around. No, man, it's good to see what people bring, and especially if you make it yourself or you pick it up. Like I said, last year we broke that spread out. Everybody had something a little different, and it was good to try, unique things. But making it from scratch, man, I did that last year. I bought 3 things of wings from the grocery store. Actually, cut them up myself. It was a lot of work. It was a lot to do. And at the end of the day, after buying the 3 things of wings and getting the tray, a cheap tray, nothing expensive, but the seasonings and the sauces and the time and effort that I put into, man, I mean, buying a whole fucking tray from like Hooters probably would have been like 10-15 bucks more, and I think it would have been worth the convenience. So,
Yeah, man, fuck it.
yeah, I know. I'm
I
cheaping
kind
out.
of feel that way too, so I definitely understand that. But you know the
I don't know.
deal.
Yeah, I feel like an ass saying that. It's nothing lazy, but sometimes there's some things I'm not willing to pay for convenience for if I can do myself, and then there's some things that I absolutely will pay for convenience for. And I think going forward, making wings, I don't know. I may try it again this year. I say that, and then halfway through, I'm gonna be fucking pissed cutting them bastards up.
So you got them like the whole wings.
I got the whole wings, and I remembered, looked it up online how to cut them in half so you can have a flat, and you can have, the actual little, the little drumette part. So you can have the drumette, you can have the flat, and then you can the little actual wing part, the little end. They said you could use them for other things, stock and shit like that. Man, I just cut that bitch off and throw it away, give it to the dog or something. So yeah, I got whole wings, cut them up. That way, man, I mean, you're getting really each wing produces 2 wings, quote unquote. So it's pretty cool, man. But after you're making a ton, I think I went through. I think 2 things. I don't remember the exact number, but when you see your homeboys go through them that fast, you're like, "Fuck! I should have cooked the third one," because I actually ended up cooking that one the next week. So, uh, yeah, and then I put 2 sauces on there, tried a little flavoring. They came out good, man, but they take forever to bake. All that shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have bought them already cut up.
Okay, yeah. See if I'm going to do them again myself and actually bake them. I would pay for that. I mean, I don't remember exactly what it is, if it's half off or whatever it may be, but it definitely was more if they're already cut up and ready to cook rather than cutting them up yourself. But I was trying to do it from scratch and too much work.
Yeah, well, you know what it is.
What it do, yeah?
My me and baby love to cook together. It's so romantic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, y'all don't even know what it's like when you have a lover and y'all also cook together. Oh, it's so special, yeah.
I don't even want to see them in the kitchen together. But
What? I didn't. If you're talking about romantic, I had sex with a girl this weekend.
oh man, you had a great weekend. How'd that go?
Man, she was so fat, her blood type was ragu.
Baby don't use ragu. She makes her own sauce for crazy.
Oh, well, that is the best way to do it.
But always a classic.
Oh man, God. So back to another week of shit. Today it was like still raining. Still had the rain going a little bit, so that sucked.
Were you out in the field today?
Yeah, I had to go to fucking Montgomery, the shittiest place.
Oh, yeah, that's a terrible place.
Yeah, man. We got a comp day, man. I'm trying to decide when to use it. I'm gonna have to do it this week sometime because I don't know. I gotta go to fucking one of these days. I gotta go to this week. I gotta go to like Scottsboro, Fort Payne, Gunnersville, Boaz. I don't feel like doing that fucking set.
That's a pretty good drive up there. You can stop
And
by.
then tomorrow is like fucking Prattville, Selma, Tuscaloosa.
That's even. Oh man,
That's a fucking driving day there, man.
yeah, that is a driving day, man. I kind of miss being out in the field a little bit. Being at the house is we've talked about it. The walls close in on you fast, so I miss being out in the field. But then again, it depends on the places you go. I mean, there's some places I actually like Gunnersville and Scottsboro, man. Those are actually pretty Gunnersville, especially. Gunnersville's a kind of a hidden gem in Alabama, if you ask me. Selma, Tuscaloosa, that probably could do without.
No, Selma sucks. T-Town's okay. Prattville, and I forgot the other store, but
T-Town's cool, man, but outside of football season, I mean, there's really not as much going on. I remember me and a couple buddies went one time thinking it was going to be. Was you with? No, it was me, Fat Pat, and Papa Bear. We had gone to Tuscaloosa. Man, it was like right after school let out, and we thought it was going to be cool. But there was nobody down there. Like campus was empty and shit. So, yeah, it's not my favorite place.
it's all right. But yeah, boy. So what was for dinner tonight?
You know what I had for dinner tonight? I just had a protein shake.
That's it.
That's it. I was watching my macros this week. I had a heavy breakfast today. Breakfast today was a protein shake, a protein pancakes. What else did I have for breakfast today? There's always a trifecta. Oh, a protein yogurt. So lots of protein starting my day off. And then lunch had ground beef and cheese bowl. So really, it's just ground beef and cheese. Exciting as that may be. A protein after that. I know there's a theme here. And then I had a snack, which was 2 Cattleman's Cut beef jerky sticks. They were delicious. And then tonight I was looking at my macros because tomorrow I do a weekly weigh-in on the app that I use. And I was a little short on my protein this week. So needed the protein, but everything else checked out. So just protein shake. Not that
protein
delicious.
shake. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, it's I don't particularly enjoy them, but I will say after actually watching my protein intake, I feel like my body composition, my strength is getting better, and it's hard to estimate. You're supposed to have the gram a day body weight in protein, and it's hard to get that a lot. So that's why I had 3 fucking protein shakes today. So bathroom, beware.
I just can't eat like that. I don't know. It's something wrong with me, but I can't eat the regular way. I was shitting all day. So yeah, I'm good. And I don't know, man. It's just I don't like that full feeling during the day, really.
I like to. I mostly like to start off my day heavy, like I said, heavy breakfast works okay for me, and then kind of taper down during the day. I don't like having a lot to eat before bed too much. If I'm going to go to bed and within 4 hours, I don't want a ton. I don't want a big meal usually. If I'm eating late, though, I guess. But if I'm eating a little earlier than normal, what time do you usually eat dinner?
Probably around 6ish.
Okay, I think that's pretty fair. I'm
Usually it'd be earlier, but I have 2 dinners, so 6 and then like 9.
Okay.
Or 6 or 8, some kind of like maybe a little space in between there. So
I can get down on that. See, I need to eat a little earlier, but I usually eat probably 7 to 8. 7's early, a little earlier for me. 8's probably towards the end when I want to, that's kind of my cutoff. I'd like to stop eating, but sometimes it's a little later, like 8:30. But man, after 9, I feel like that's gonna fuck up my sleep if I have something sitting on my stomach.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to eat after 10. So that's I don't know. I don't like eating real late anyway.
It fucks up my sleep. I'll watch it on my Whoop app because I wear that little wristband, and it monitors your sleep and a lot of your health scores. And if I eat late, you can tell my sleep during the night is very. I'm waking up, moving, toss and turn. If I eat earlier, my body's had plenty of time to settle. Then my sleep is always better. So. Good advice for you people if you're having trouble sleeping. Do you ever have trouble sleeping? We've talked about this before, but like long term, not here and there, but like really, or do you sleep pretty good?
Probably average, not that great. I wish it could be better, but
I'm probably the same way. I think that's fair. I definitely could be better, but it's not the worst. But there was one of my favorite shows of all time, Penn and Teller's Bullshit. Do you remember that show?
Vaguely. What was that, Showtime?
Yeah, it was Showtime. Very good show, and they did one on sleeping and insomnia, and a lot of people, say, "Oh, I'm insomniac" and all that, and most of them just had really bad habits. Um, my dad worked swing shift for a while, where he worked 2 weeks in the morning, 2 weeks at night, and it fucked up his sleeping habits really bad. People like that. So I feel like most people, there's a reason they're not sleeping good, whether it's too much caffeine, eating too late, shit like that. But again, it's one of those things I need to take my own advice, because I used to say, "Oh, I sleep like shit." But if I actually go to bed at a reasonable fucking hour and sit there and read, and I didn't eat a ton and I didn't have caffeine late, guess what? I actually sleep fucking okay. When I do the bullshit, and I sleep like shit, and then I blame it on some other bullshit. So,
Then you gotta get on your Whoop There It Is app, yeah.
What are you talking about?
whoop, there it is.
You a big fan of the 30 for 30 series?
I am a big fan of the third. I haven't seen a lot recently, but I'm a big fan. Anything that I need to be looking out for?
The new one dropped tonight on Michael Chang, which I have satellite radio, so I'm just listening to it while I was on my way home.
Okay.
That's kind of interesting. I want to watch it, but they don't drop it on the same night on Prime, so I have to wait till tomorrow to actually see it. But it's pretty interesting because all those tennis guys of like the late or the what was he? He started in like '88, I think.
I remember that name. Yeah, tennis guy.
And he was kind of like the some of the new people. It was him and Pete Sampras and Jim Courier kind of taking over for the old school guys like Johnny, or was it Jimmy Connors, kind of fading out. Boris Beck and Johnny McEnroe. Those guys were getting older at the time, and then you had the new breed coming on, and he was um, a part of that group, a different tennis player. And so I remember, remember him from back then. Um, I remember, and then Andre Agassi was in that group too.
I liked Andre Agassi. Didn't he date Brooke Shields?
I think so, maybe. And yeah, so it's just an interesting story, kind of like about him and everything. So I think I'll give that a watch, since I just was able to listen to it. But just listening to it was kind of cool. And he actually had his own shoe. Michael Chang was like remember the Reebok pumps?
Oh, who doesn't? That was a '90s fashion statement.
Yeah, he had a pair of pumps back then. So they didn't look that great, but that's pretty cool. That's the only, I don't know. Yeah, he's definitely before Yao Ming. So only Asian I know that had any shoes named after him. I'm trying to think. I don't know anybody else. Anyone in the U.S. anyway. So
Did you have a pair of?
Yeah.
Whis always cutting me off with his clownery.
I was looking at them. I never had them, but they're pretty cool. Well, not really cool looking, but I mean, I'd get them probably just to get a pair.
Yeah, I had a pair of Reebok pumps, I think in 4th or 5th grade. But as always, my parents did not have a ton of money, so I got the pump after it was kind of already not as cool. It was still cool, but it's kind of, it was after the heyday, if you will,
I had a pair of the basketball ones.
where the orange pump
Uh,
up.
Yeah, the orange basketball pump, and but it had the yellow. It was like yellow and white and black, and they were cool though, man. I mean, everybody thought they were cool. It was like 7th, 8th grade. You had a pair of pumps, man. You were doing it, and so yeah, I remember pumping them. They got tighter when you pumped them up. So I actually have a pair, but they're not the Reebok. I have a pair of the David Robinsons, the Billy Hose.
Billy
If you
Hose.
know, from White Men Can't Jump, the Air. Oh shit! What? Air Force, not Air Force Ones, but Air Force, I think.
Air Force
Anyway,
Twos.
yeah, extra high top. Fucking, I never even wore them outside, so. But they're pretty cool. They're hard to like get on and wear and shit. They're awkward, but
You got a pretty good shoe game, don't you? pretty good
That's
shoe
a
closet.
decent collection, but I mean, I don't want to get too out of hand with it, so we're gonna have to start selling shit. So I kind of chilled out with all that. There was a time I was just buying shoes like crazy, but then I kind of chilled back.
I need to get more shoes. I say that, and I have plenty, but I don't have anything that's anything exciting, anything like that. I think you always had some pretty cool shoes that are in style. Mine are more comfort, things like that.
Yeah, I had to fucking just like most of it's tennis shoes. Like 2 pairs of dress shoes. Well, 3 pairs of dress shoes, and then like miscellaneous sandal type shoes, and then yeah, that kind of shit. So nothing too crazy, but I know like Whis has got 100 pairs of shoes.
Y'all shut up about my shit, yeah. I love a good fucking piece of footwear, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, okay, if I could, I probably would have like hundreds, but I don't know.
Whis has salvaged a lot of his shoes too, though. So I mean,
Oh, yeah, that is true.
and there's nothing wrong with that, man. If you find something good and it works, hey, I say rock it all day. But yeah, I'm mostly function instead of aesthetics. I actually just bought a shoe I saw on Amazon. I need to show it to you. It was a $30 running shoe. It's called a Zero Drop. They have this shoe style. It's Zero Drop basically means you don't have an elevated heel while you're running or elevated front. It's supposed to be flat, but it's actually a soft cushion on there. It's kind of what you want because you don't want to develop any bad running habits, shit like that. And I saw this shoe, Amazon, some weird brand. I couldn't even tell you what the name brand is, but it had a shitload of ratings. I mean, I think it was over 10,000. And I bought it because it was like $30. I think it even went down to right at 30 on Prime Day. Maybe it was like high 30s, went down to 30. I was like, I'm going to buy it. Everybody likes it. So I bought it. It does run a little big. It said that I should have bought a size smaller. Now it looks like I got clown shoes on because they're like fluorescent yellow was the color I chose. Man, but it's actually comfortable as shit. It's got a wide toe box because, running and lifting, you kind of want a wider toe box. You get a better base for your feet, better stance. But it's pretty fucking comfortable, man. I got to give it credit. I probably should have gone a half size smaller, maybe even a size smaller for it to be tight because it's a little loose. But, for a $30 shoe, man, it's not even worse than them back and trying to get I'm just running on the treadmill at the house with these ugly ass hose. But I was impressed with that. That was kind of cool. I need to show those to you. What are some other brands I wear? I'm still Nike all day, man. I've always been a Nike guy. And then I like my Adidas kind of the tennis style shoes, the low tops, to kind of wear out. So kind of my go-tos.
Baby's got a white toe box out.
Oh God, I bet.
Just bad.
Yeah.
You shut up.
Always some bullshit.
Oh man. On that note there, my friends. Talking about National Chicken Wing Day. Do you have a favorite flavor of chicken wings, or do you just like the customary buffalo?
I love the customary buffalo. If I had one flavor that I don't want to say it's my favorite, but it's a good go-to, lemon pepper.
Oh, that's good. Now, do you mean lemon pepper wet or lemon pepper dry?
You know what? I like both, but if I had to go, I like probably dry.
You know what I like to do? If I get wings, I like to get them extra crispy, and then get the wing sauce on the side instead of on the wings, because it makes them soggy to me. They put them on the wings.
I'm with you for that. I agree with that.
So yeah, I like a good garlic parmesan. That's probably one of my favorites. Although last time I had them, I got the shits at the damn. Where were we at? Fucking in Arizona. Ah, damn, Twin Peaks, right?
Right.
They're good, man. I don't know if it was just me or those wings were fucked up, but man, whew, that was not off the easy.
Same night, and we were down a bathroom.
Yeah, that was rough. But I did all my shitting in public, so it didn't really wasn't too bad outside of that. But well, you know.
I like wings too, y'all.
Well, what's your favorite flavor, dumbass?
I like teriyaki, y'all. That's how baby does.
Okay, teriyaki. I don't like anything teriyaki. I mean, that's kind of like I don't know. It's played out to me, man. I don't find it very interesting. It just tastes like some kind of weird soy sauce to me or something. So, but a lot of people like teriyaki sauce. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not really a fan.
I can go teriyaki. I'm with you. I think it's not my initial go-to, but I think it's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not interesting enough to me. Like, the flavor's all right. It's just, I don't know. I can't hold my attention, if you will. But anyway, what we got going on in the news? What was your last Star Wars flick that you saw?
Man, I am behind on that. I have been actually had a shout out to the Roku TV channel I was going to give later, but I think I did finish the trifecta of the old school ones. I believe I did.
Okay, so you did see Return of the Jedi.
I did. I believe I did because I saw it pop up on my app the other day or whatever I was watching it on, and it showed it as watch again. So I do believe I did, but that shows you how interested and how attached to the franchise I became when I don't even remember which one I fucking watched.
Yeah, yeah. Well, remember the golden bikini scene?
No, but that sounds intriguing.
All right. Well, Carrie Fisher's Star Wars gold bikini auction for $175,000. Listened by Ben Hooper. The infamous gold bikini sported by Princess Leia in 1983's Return of the Jedi sold for $175,000 at an auction that also featured a screen-used Y-wing model selling for $1.55 million. Heritage Auction said the July 24, 25th Hollywood Entertainment Signature Auction featured a number of Star Wars artifacts, including Slave Leia, the Slave Leia bikini, famously worn by Carrie Fisher when she was a prisoner in Jabba's palace. That's Jabba the Hutt.
All right, I'm looking at the scene now. I do remember that, and how could I forget?
Yeah, that's a fat old nasty, crazy Jabba.
Oh.
Man, I've seen some hoes like that in real life. The costume, inspired by Frank Frazetta, was designed by Nilo Zerotis Gemero and sculpted by Richard Miller. Quote, when director George Lucas showed me the outfit, I thought he was kidding, and it made me very nervous. Fisher told NPR 2016, I had to sit very straight because I couldn't have lines on my sides, like little creases. No creases were allowed, so I had to sit very, very rigid straight, end quote. The auction also included a Y-wing model used on screen during the final battle of 1977's Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. The model made by Colin Cantwell was dubbed TIE Killer because it had a TIE fighter painted on its nose. So the miniature sold for $1.55 million, making it the third most expensive Star Wars prop ever sold at auction. Oh, man. That, I wish I'd run up on some old fucking toys that I could auction off. That'd be nice.
You ever go thrifting to find old toys or anything to hustle and flip?
No. Do you?
I've done it before. I haven't hit too many licks like I've wanted to, but I've had some okay luck. I've been able to make a little money here and there, but nothing that would be substantial enough to mention here.
Nothing cray-cray, huh?
Nah, nothing cray-cray. I did find a nice suit one time. This is years ago. I think you and I used to go over to the thrift store in, you know the ones I'm talking about, over in on the Parkway, and I found like a nice two-piece. It may have been a Ralph Lauren suit, and I sold it on eBay. Made like $100-$200 on that one just for a $20 suit. So it wasn't terrible, but not
$20.
Yeah, had the pants and the suit jacket too. So, man, that doesn't come up too much. That was a nice little lick.
Oh man, this is weird. It's showing people have entered the studio and then that's like not showing up on listeners. I don't know if it's that or the people just like left real left real fast because I know nobody's in here as far as my box goes. Anybody in here type something? Yo, Lightbright. I don't think she left though. But
They're not talking to me.
well, they're not into the box. There's like two boxes. The top box is people
I
that are
need
still there,
to.
and then the
I need
bottom
to
box.
use the computer because I can see when people join. I cannot see when people left. So I see Man Cave Sound joined a little bit ago. Uplifting book summary joined,
I saw them in the studio for a little bit, but then they left.
and then move. Yeah, we might be boring the fuck out of them.
Ah, fuck them. Yo.
Hey, that's why we don't come back.
I need to do some more promotion. I think I got some stuff up my sleeve though. Yo. Now we're talking about auctions. So the next auction here, a collection of 163 unique bedpans fails to
Ew.
sell at auction. Oh, I wonder why. This one by Ben Hooper, the owner of what might be Europe's largest collection. How the hell? Who collects these things?
I want to see these fucking weirdos. I don't understand this.
The owner of what might be Europe's largest collection of bedpans is trying to find them a new home after they failed to sell at auction. Mary Jacobs, 77, of Newmarket, England, says she started her unusual collection while helping out with rummage sales at the Newmarket Salvation Army Hall in 1984. Quote, I saw a slipper bedpan come in and I bought it for 64 cents. And that was just the start. I wanted to collect something different, Jacobs told Suffolk News. It snowballed from there, and I found myself going around so many places to add them to my collection. Jacobs now owns 163 different bedpans and has run out of room to store them. Quote, I had a cupboard built to store them in my front bedroom. I'm getting older and need to clear some space. I hope they go to a good home. They're clean, washed, and in fantastic condition. She attempted to offload her collection earlier this month in an auction conducted by Bateman's, but the tiny toilets failed to attract bidders.
Oh, I wonder why.
Offered for sale in 17 group lots varying from 6 to 12 bedpans in each, including classics as the improved ideal bed and douche slipper and Jones Wear Relax number 500. We are sure there's something for everyone who desperately needs to go, the auction house said in announcing the listing. That's just, what the fuck are you going to do? I don't know. Why?
Yeah. There's a good quote, and I'm going to be poor at paraphrasing it, but people always value their collections, and it's worth what somebody will pay for it. And just because you have a lot of bedpans and it costs you a lot of money, if you go to auction and people don't want it, that should tell you exactly what most people are going to think of your collection. That's a dumb fuck collection. And what would you do as a single man if you met up a girl at a bar and you are talking and she tells you she has a bedpan collection, or there's an auction coming up and she's about to make a bid and she's going to get into collecting bedpans?
Man, unless she's like a 9 or a 10, that might be a deal breaker right there.
Yeah, that's got to be a deal breaker. That's nasty.
It's just weird, man. I don't know. Yeah, they don't have any. It's not like they have any other like use. You know, like what are you gonna fucking do with them? Like eat soup out of them? But there's nothing else you can fucking do with it.
That's
so
the
like,
thing.
I don't like sense or anything.
Yeah, and there's no novelty or memory or legend attached to it, something like that. You know, if you had say a rock collection, but you picked up a rock in each of the national parks or on each continent, you know, that's pretty cool. That's actually has a story to it. What other things do people collect? People at Disney collect those little pins and trade them, but they're novelty pins that they wear and things like that. They have characters on them. Okay, I can get down with that. Baseball cards, man, there's self-explanatory. Those are great. A fucking bedpan, there's no story, there's no use for it, there's nothing exciting about it, and people are going to think you're weird. So
unless you had like bedpans from like a famous person,
yeah, dead celebrities or something.
Yeah, that would be the only way. You know what I mean?
I can see that. I mean, if you had the provenance behind it, where you know this was I don't know, John Lennon's bedpan after he got assassinated in the. Well, I guess he just died right away, so bad choice of celebrity.
Yeah, maybe it's like fucking who was somebody that was sick for a while. I don't know. John Wayne, maybe. I don't know. John Wayne's bedpan or fucking Elizabeth Taylor's bedpan. That would fucking probably go. There's some sick fuck out there who would want that, but just a regular, fucking regular bedpans. I don't know.
Also, if you're finding a bedpan at a yard sale, what the fuck? I mean, that's kind of nasty in itself.
Yeah, why would it be at a yard sale?
Yeah,
Like,
we done
who
with
the
that.
hell's gonna sell that?
Yeah, Lloyd recovered, so he don't need it anymore.
Yeah, like, that's fucking just odd, man. Odd fucking people out there.
Dumb collection, and I hope you never sell them.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Oh, well, remember Mortal Kombat's Animalities?
Yeah, when did those come out? That was 3, right?
Yeah, I think so. Had Babalities, Animalities.
Friendship.
Yeah. So Mortal Kombat is bringing back Bloody Animalities 29 years later. Here are 6 of them. This is by Ethan Gack. And let's see. So revealed at Comic-Con, Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns is the fighting game's Year 2 expansion. And it's adding more than just a bunch of random licensed characters like Conan the Barbarian. It's also bringing back Animalities from Mortal Kombat 3. Everyone's familiar with the fatalities, the brutal stomach-churning death blows first popularized in the original Mortal Kombat, but the series has changed things up every once in a while. From Mortal Kombat 2's Babalities, which turned opponents into infants, to Mortal Kombat 3's Animalities, where characters transform into animals to reach new levels of carnage. The latter hasn't been seen since 1995, but now they're getting resurrected for last year's Mortal Kombat 1 and its upcoming expansion. Out September 24th. Chaos Reigns is $50 and adds Cyrax, Sector, Noob Sabat, Terminator 2's T-1000, Ghostface, and Conan the Barbarian. It'll also include a new fighting system, game modes, and animalities. So far, we've gotten a look at 6 of them from a recent trailer.
That Ghostface killed ya?
Shut up. There's got some, there's video here of a Raiden getting blown up by a pufferfish. Damn, that looks kind of cool.
No, that's a serious ass unique animality. Getting blown up by now, is the pufferfish blowing him up or?
Yeah, it's like inside. It's like inside of him, and then like it expands in him, and he like blows up. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we got Raiden getting blown up by a pufferfish. A scorpion pokes holes in Sub-Zero. Wolves rip apart Johnny Cage. T-Rex skeleton launches Quan Chi into space. Scorpion gets a mouth cleaning from a gorilla.
Damn.
And Liu Kang getting eaten by a hyena. All right. Wow.
Yeah, that's some serious ass animalities. Do you remember any from the? What now? Was it 2 that they came out? I think it was 3 that they originally.
It was 3. Yeah, I can't remember.
You know what? I think it was because Liu Kang's finishing move was so badass in 2 when he became the dragon. You remember that?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
that was badass. I guarantee that was the inspiration why they started the animalities. Because, dude, that was the absolute sweetest fatality, I think. Besides Scorpion's taking his mask off, I think that's just a classic. But Liu Kang turning into that dragon, man, was fucking... I remember seeing it at the arcade, watching some older kids play one time, and one of them busted that shit out. Oh my god, dude! It was kind of terrifying in a way. I did not expect that shit. So the animalities were cool, man. I dug them. I don't remember any that I can think of. I'm trying to think. I didn't really bust out those.
Yeah, I'm trying to think too. I think I get maybe Scorpion stung you with his tail. Maybe. I don't know, man. That's the only thing I'm trying to think of. I can't remember any other ones.
Didn't somebody turn into a shark and pop at the bottom of this? Yeah, I can't either. I want to say there was a shark
Could
that somebody
be.
turned into at the bottom of the screen. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up.
Look up the old animality. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Who the fuck turned into
All
a
right, well,
wasp?
oh
Sorry,
no.
I'm looking them up
No
right now.
idea.
Yes.
Well, we're going to end the news here with the Guinness World Record while Jay Wiggy's looking up some animalities from 1995. A skateboarder's 19.65 second handstand breaks Guinness World Record by Ben Hooper. A 31-year-old California woman born without legs broke a Guinness World Record by skateboarding in the handstand position for 19.65 seconds. This is on YouTube, by the way. Kanya Sesser, a former Paralympic track athlete and lifelong skateboarder, took on the challenge in Los Angeles and successfully broke the record for longest handstand on a skateboard in the LA3 category, which refers to an absence of both legs from above the knees. Sesser was born in Thailand and came to the United States when she was adopted at the age of 5. Told Guinness World Records that breaking the record is one life-changing career moment that happened to me. It's so incredible to make history for others to see. I made an impact for the next generations to come. Sisters also has successful careers as a model and actor, appearing in TV shows such as The Walking Dead, Hawaii Five-0, as well as the 2022 film Babylon. I wonder what she played. Did she play half a woman in The Walking Dead, or like what role was that? It's probably pretty easy to pull off there.
Had to have.
Well, why not, man? I mean, play to your strengths, right?
Hell yeah. I don't blame her.
Yep.
Well,
I don't see anything else really interesting. Did you look up those animalities?
yeah, speaking of severing someone from their lower body, bad taste, Baraka turned into a vulture and he grabbed the opponent's upper body and flew off, severing it from their lower body. Turned into a frog. He ate the opponent whole. Jax
That's funny.
turned into a lion. Ermac. Yeah, Jax turned into a lion. Johnny Cage, a kangaroo. Cabal, a skeletal rhinoceros. Cabal was my favorite in 3, man. That motherfucker, that spin cycle shit he did. He had a hell of a combo, too. Katana, a rabbit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Katana, Kung Lao, a cheetah. Liu Kang, a dragon. Night Wolf, a wolf. Noob Saibot, an anteater, which is not that cool. Raiden, an electric eel back then. So he's... Oh, well, you didn't say Raiden became a pufferfish. You said that he was the one getting the animality performed on him because Rain actually became a pufferfish in the original. Sector, a giant bat. Shang Tsung, a cobra. There's a couple others. Shiva and... What? Scorpion, a penguin? Lays an explosive egg between the opponent's legs? I don't remember when that one happened. Yeah, Sub-Zero Apollo.
Yeah, I mean,
I think maybe that was a later version, a gag version, because it does say MK1 or maybe the original Scorpion. He became a scorpion. And Sub-Zero, a polar bear. So,
I remember.
I can see that. That's cool.
All right, folks. We're going to do one more story, actually, before we close out the news here tonight. And another world record, a Nigerian man twerks for 3 hours and 30 minutes to break the world record. This is by Ben Hooper, and it also has video, but I don't really want to see that. A Nigerian man shook his backside for 3 hours and 30 minutes to break the Guinness World Record for longest duration twerking. Babajide Israel Adebanyo, who took on the challenge to raise awareness about depression and the importance of mental health, received word from Guinness World Records that his January dancing marathon has officially earned him the title. Quote, we are beyond thrilled to announce our record-breaking achievement as officially recognized by Guinness World Records, Adebanyo wrote on his TikTok account, where he posted a video showing the acceptance email from the record-keeping organization. The post thanked everyone who supported Adebanyo as he took on the challenge. We're incredibly proud has set a new standard in twerking and couldn't have done it without your energy and enthusiasm and support, hero. Now, this is a record I think you should try to challenge, Jay Wiggy. Hello. Oh, do we lose Jay Wiggy?
I think that's all you, or Whis. Oh, did you lose me?
Yeah. Oh, Whis good.
I'm not doing shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, are you there? Would you go out
Yeah,
for a second?
I'm
Hello.
here. I think I'm struggling with some
Okay.
sluggish internet tonight. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I think the internet's being a little sluggish tonight. I don't know if it's been all the storms. My better half actually said something about that earlier. I probably should have reset the router, but I am here. If you have anything, though, and you can't hear me, just move on and I'll sit here and smile and pretend I'm contributing.
Hey, sometimes we have internet issues, so you don't want to know all day. You drinking on any drinkage tonight there, Jay?
I'm behaving tonight. I had a lot this weekend. It was some good cocktails that we had. The bar scene that we went to was a little lackluster. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed a little bit, to be honest with you. So it was a little bit smaller than I thought it'd be, and just really not a lot of people out. It could have been the weather, or for whatever reason.
I think the weather was a big factor in that, but I mean, also too. I mean, it's there. We passed the one place, man. It was rocking, but it was too rocking to try to park. When
Oh yeah, damn it! I forgot about that. What's a sidebar?
It looked cool, man. I just I made the call, and now maybe I shouldn't have made that call. Maybe I should have went ahead and try to go somewhere else, or try to go there. But yeah, it just looked. It said no parking up front. Parking on the street was a bitch. Like it was gonna rain again. I was like, you know what? Let's.
You know what? Let's go there next time.
Let's do it, man. We probably need to get there a little earlier.
Yeah, next homies night, we'll hit the sidebar up and see what's cracking out there.
You know what we need to do? We need to actually. I may even have to Uber down there or something. Get some dinner. Have you been to that umami down there before?
I don't think so. That might be a
good that'd be straight, man. I'd like to get some dinner down there. We went down there last year. It was really good, man. They had I can't even remember what I had, but I remember it being really good. And we said we'd be back there soon. We never went back, so need to go back and check it out. But that place was cool, and yeah, it's pretty close there. That'd be cool to just, man, like I said, maybe, or you know, what'd be cool, man, just go to your place and Uber from there.
Yeah. I was just about to say, you and Elodie could come by here and we just get an Uber from here and just go down.
Yeah, that'd be the way to do it, man, because you're close enough. We can get a cheap Uber and don't have to fuck with that kind of parking and shit.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll do that next time. Get some umami, something like that. And then, Sidebar looked like it was popping. So shout out anybody that was at Sidebar this weekend. Give us a holler, tell us how cool it was, because it looked like everybody was having a pretty good time there.
Give us a holla, with dollar, make you holla, boy, dollar. Man, I had some other news that, like, you know how, like, you hear some shit and then, like, you forget about it, but damn, I think it was pretty funny, too. I should have wrote it down. Anyway, maybe I'll remember it later on.
I hope you do.
Let's go ahead and go to a break right now, folks. You can get your drinks together. I don't have anything. I'm not drinking on anything this week. Maybe I'll just try to chill and not do any drinking, man. Maybe that's a good idea. And but I will fill me up with water and take a piss. And so y'all should do the same. We'll see you back here within 2 shakies.
2 shakers.
Yeah. I remember the news story. All right, so we'll go ahead and just do that one before we go to the game review. So, sharks off the Brazil coast test positive for cocaine. You've heard of cocaine bear? I got cocaine sharks, folks. This one's by Dylan Donnelly. Sharks in waters off the coast of Brazil have been tested positive for cocaine. Researchers had long suggested that sea life could be impacted by drugs dumped into the water by smugglers, with tons of cocaine found around Florida, South, and Central America. A study from the Oswald Cruz Foundation in Brazil has now found evidence sharks are in fact being affected by drugs polluting the ocean. The scientists dissected 13 wild Brazilian sharp-nosed sharks that were bought from small fishing vessels, as the species spend their entire lives in coastal waters and were therefore most likely to be affected by pollution. Muscle and liver tissue were tested using a standard technique called liquid chromatography, the tandem mass spectrometry, where molecules are separated in a liquid to look for cocaine and benzoyl, the main metabolite in the drug. All 13 sharks were positive for cocaine, with a concentration as much as 100 times higher than previously reported for other aquatic creatures, the scientists found. It marks the first study to find the presence of cocaine in free-range sharks, and found the substance was more prevalent in muscle tissue than in the liver of the sharks. However, the study said that the field of research was very limited, and the impact of cocaine or benzoyl on aquatic life is not fully known. Man, those sharks must have found like a few bales and were just feeding off of them or something. That's crazy.
That's pretty wild, man. I actually saw somebody brought it up. I don't know why, because it happened like a couple of years ago. But there was a shark attack video that I stumbled across on Reddit. It was the guy in Australia that got like bitten in half, and then his body's the rest of his body. We've been talking about a lot of half bodies tonight.
Half naked dude, fucking
half naked dudes, a half
skateboarding lady.
Yeah, the animality, and now a guy that and his half of the body is floating, and then sharks come back and feast upon it. It's pretty disturbing, but I think people need to. I'm not saying people need to go look at that kind of shit because it is gory, but you need to understand that sharks are pretty badass in their own environment. Now that they're getting coked up out there, dude, you might as well not even fucking swim out there.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
they're gonna be all juiced up, all coked up.
They're getting it, man. They're getting it.
Whew, I don't know, man. It seems kind of crazy. Anyway, well, be on the lookout for cocaine sharks, folks. Be careful out there. If you be swimming in the ocean, we're gonna do a game review tonight for you, all of you guys and gals out there. Tonight we have the N64 classic, Turok the Dinosaur Hunter, or Turok Dinosaur Hunter. Did you ever play this one?
I've heard of it. I don't remember if I played it or not. I'm gonna have to look it up while you're doing your review, because I remember hearing of this, but don't remember playing it.
Yeah, it almost feels like a precursor to like Halo almost, but I never was a big Halo dude, but I might be inaccurate on that. But anyhow, Turok Dinosaur Hunter is a first-person shooter developed by Iguana Entertainment and published by Acclaim for the Nintendo 64 console and Microsoft Windows. It was released in 1997 in North America and Europe. Turok is an adaptation of the Valiant comic book series of the same name. The player controls Turok, a Native American warrior who must stop the evil campaigner from conquering the universe with ancient and powerful weapons. As Acclaim's first title for the N64, Turok was a part of a strategy to develop games internally and license merchandise. Acclaim acquired the rights to Turok when it purchased Valiant Comics in 1994, renaming it Acclaim Comics. Suffering from a cash flow problems and falling sales, Acclaim came to rely on Turok as its best hope for a financial turnaround. Iguana pushed Nintendo 64's graphics capabilities to its limits and were forced to compress or cut elements to fit the game on its 8-megabyte cartridge. Bugs delayed the game's release from September 96 to January 1997. So this is basically your first-person shooter. Like I said, I feel like it's kind of the precursor to a lot of the new shit that you see nowadays. You know, COD, Halo is a big thing, and that kind of deal. So,
You think Turok was one of those games that was capitalizing off the popularity of Jurassic Park?
Could be. I actually had this game for the N64. Played the fuck out of it too. And I was not very big on shooters, never really have been, but this one I did play a lot. It sold 1.5 million copies and spawned a video game franchise and includes Turok 2 Seeds of Evil and Turok Evolution. And I think there was like a remastered version that came out for Windows and Xbox One. And there was a Nintendo Switch release in 2019, PS4 release in 2021. So it's lasted a while. Like I said, I played the fuck out of this game, dude. Like there was hours in this game that I spent. It was fun. It's kind of odd because I was never really a shooter guy, but I like this one, folks. If you can get a copy of it, or some online adaptation, or however, you should do it. On 4 out of 5. So yeah,
It's a good ass review from you. That's a generous review.
It was a good game, dude. I can remember like playing it for hours. So
Yeah, looking at the screen caps, man, I want to say I've played it. It looks really familiar. But man, the review scores on this one, like all over the board, are all across the board, are very, very favorable. So this might be one that I'm gonna have to go back and creep on too, man. It looks pretty fun. Did you get down on it recently? Is that what you were saying? Did you get it on the Switch or?
yeah, they have the I think you get the port over. So
That's badass, man. It looks cool. It looks familiar, man. It looks like I've played it. I don't have any distinct memories on it, but I do remember the game. I was a big. Did you get like EGM or Game Pro, any of those magazines back in the day?
oh yeah, both of them.
Oh hell yeah, man!
I stole them from the grocery store. I can't remember which. I think I stole them from the grocery store.
Yeah, we might not steal the whole magazine. Talking about me and Wiggy, but we would always get down if they had a demo CD in there, like opening up the plastic and getting down on getting that demo CD out of there.
Oh yeah, PC Gamer also had that too. I'd steal those.
Yeah, you had man. We were poor. We didn't get a lot of money for games, so when we saw like a demo CD that you could get for free, we'd have to try to jump on that shit. So that was one of those things, and I'd always read those magazines like religiously. Man, I had a whole stack of them up until years ago. I think I got rid of them, man. Now I probably could sell some of them bitches on eBay. Really like EGM, really like Game Pro, and what was a couple of others? There's another one that I really enjoyed. Can't remember, but man, that's how you found your news. That's how you found your reviews. That's how you found about the upcoming games back then. So, man, the magazine
They had like a Nintendo one too, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so. Was it Nintendo Power was the original?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
Nintendo one, man. And I know I still have like the Super Mario 3 big guy did that one. My grandmother bought it because she actually played Super Mario 3 back in the day. Got us the Nintendo and she actually enjoyed it. So she bought a ton of Super Mario 3 stuff. and we had like the Nintendo Power big guide and had like a fold out poster of Mario in there. So man, God, those days, man, I swear, the instant gratification has ruined so many things. As much as I love the internet, man, it was so much better when the internet wasn't every aspect of your life every second.
Oh yeah, definitely. Shit was better, man. You had patience. You know, you had to have patience, and God, I can imagine having kids with the internet now. That would be crazy. But yeah, just a different time, man. It's so fucking crazy to think of that because I mean, you go back then and you think, man, what did motherfuckers do in 1960? That was way different. So yeah, man. Damn, what a time.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things though. Thinking about like the summertime, and you had magazines coming in the mail, like waiting for the mail lady to go out there and run out there, and you might get that burst of you get that burst of excitement, but then you get the disappointment when it didn't arrive. But man, when that magazine finally arrived, dude, you were busting up in your room ready to play that motherfucker. So those days are gone. Now you can just look up shit instantly, and there's no reason to even have a magazine anymore. Fucking
Yeah, you
internet.
can get all the secret codes online and a whole walkthrough and everything.
Yeah.
Like right there, boom, all video. So man, we didn't know shit like that. We had to get like the fucking game genie or some shit.
Man, you had to call the hotline.
Yeah, hotline or like look up the secret. Like I think GamePro used to have like the secret codes in the back. It's like this section you could go in the back of
Yeah.
the magazine and it had these secret codes that update that every week. I remember that. And man, you had to wait on that to come out every month. Yeah, so what a fucking time that was, man.
Dude, it was really really special time to grow up. You're right, man. I think a lot of people older than us reflect back fondly on the decades they grew up, be it the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Um, but I think generations now, when they grow up, they're not going to reflect back nearly as fondly. It's just, I mean, everything's already there.
Yeah.
So sad times.
No mystery, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Man, that is true, my friend. Man, so you got a busy day mapped out for tomorrow.
Yeah, busy day tomorrow. Work is going to be a long day at work. My cat is over here. I think he about to. What, are you okay, buddy?
Man, has he got a hairball?
Man, he's got something. He's had some allergies or some shit the next few days. He's like having a time over here. Yeah, man, I've got a super busy day tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's going to be busy at work. We're just busy right now. But that's okay, man. They pay the bills. It's all right. But we need to plan another weekend out soon. We are exactly this week a month away from college football, which is exciting. We're actually probably maybe 3 weeks because sometimes they have that weird week 0.
Oh yeah.
So we'll probably get some weird games like Air Force versus Utah State, some shit like that. Or I haven't even looked. That'll happen, man. I'm gonna try to see what's legit for the first game. I think Bama plays Western Kentucky at 6:00, which is a good way to kick it off. Normally, under Nick Saban, that would not be a game you want to get together for, but under a new head coach after the retirement of the GOAT, I think that'll be a really good one. It's at 6:00, so man, that could be fun. I might try to see if anybody wants to bust something out for that.
I mean, Bama's gonna whip that ass anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I think DeBoer's he'll be straight, man. His recruiting, I think, has been on track, and he's not like a Brian Harvin who he was an idiot and fucked up Auburn shit. So I think that it'll be all right, man. Now, only thing that I would see fucking up is something which is NIL, which Saban is pretty much the reason he quit.
Yeah.
I know it's always players are always getting paid, but it wasn't like it is now where you're just fucking leaving to get a check. It was all under the table, but I believe that would only be your main determiner of something like that because you just can't keep players anymore, man. They don't want to do the development route.
Yeah, dude, it's what we just talked about. There's no patience anywhere across the board. People don't want to put in the work. You know what? I take that back, man. I think there are guys out there that will put in the work willingly. I just don't think they're not. There's not many that are committed to that long term grind when they can have some instant gratification somewhere else, or at least something they can see as opposed to something they have to wait and see. If that makes sense. So I think they'll be fine too, man. He's really stepped it up on the recruiting trail. He's an extremely likable guy, and that goes far when you're entertaining college kids and you're with them so much. I think that was a big thing about Harzen, man. It's just across the board, he seemed like he was extremely unfucking likable. So I think he'll do good, man. And I think Western Kentucky, who is really not a terrible team, obviously a kind of a kick around team for a bigger school like Bama. And I hate saying that. Oh God, Western Kentucky upset. I'm divorced. Got fired first game. That said, man, I think it's a good, kind of get your players on the field, get your new offense going. You got an opponent that can, do a little bit, but nothing that should scare you. So I think it'll be cool to watch that. We might have to bust out some wings or something. I'll holler at Pop, Big Mustard, LD. Maybe the squad. We can maybe break some bread or some shit.
Yeah. Well, also talking about NIL, I mean, there's another side to it. Like, just like I also get I also understand why they would hop around for a check because I mean, it's nothing guaranteed. You could spend 5 years at Bama and then injure your leg on the last game and never go to the NFL at all, and then what? Whereas, let's go ahead and get the check now. You just don't know if someone's offering me $3 million for a year at another school. You know what I mean? It's like, do I jump to this school and take the $3 million, or do I develop myself at school I'm at now for 3 more years with no guarantees per se? I'll probably get something, but it won't be $3 million, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of got to weigh your options, man. It's not always easy. You can sit here and say, oh, well, they'll, this is fucking up everything. They need to step up. I mean, really, man, I can't gauge another man's decision. They might need this money now to take care of their families and whatnot. So I understand. It's kind of a weird conundrum, I guess, if you will.
Yeah, I mean that's a really good point too, because I mean I'm absolutely not. I don't think any real college fan is opposed to them getting paid. That's what brings money to the universities. I mean, the college football teams at the big schools subsidizes all the other programs combined. So that way, all the other programs can have a program and can have dedicated staff and can have a nice weight room and can have facilities. So college football is important, man, and it's important to reward these guys because they do bring in all that money. That said, I'm in government. I mean, I hate regulations and shit like that, but there's got to be some. I mean, I think they'll figure it out in the end. I really do, and I hope it gets better because I mean, I'm with you. I mean, if I'm a 19-year-old kid and I'm from Bama, and say I walk on at Bama and I realize, hey man, I'm a freshman. I go up to being a sophomore or a junior, and I've seen nothing but the bench. Back in the day, as a college kid without the NIL, maybe that's just what you want to be, a Bama player. And maybe your senior year, you get that chance. But maybe, somebody like Oklahoma State needs somebody just like you. They're not going to be a Bama, but you might be the shit out at Oklahoma State, and they might be willing to pay you a little bit. Do you go ahead and get the bag now, or do you try to wait it out and be a superstar next year? And that's a tough decision, man, because like you said, we've seen it happen. We've seen those career-ending injuries, and they do happen.
Marcus Lattimore, remember that? Oof.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, it was a doozy, man.
Yeah, man.
Tennessee too. I remember that fucking thing. I was like, oh God, he's not. I was like, he's done, man.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean, he never was the same again. Tommy Frazier was beat up by injuries. I mean, he was such a physical, ball player back then. Great to watch, man. I mean, one of the best college players of all time. But they said by the time he was ready to go pro, he was beat up by injury. I think he played like in the CFL, and then that was really it. And I mean, had you had Frazier now, dude, do you know how much contracts he would have? How much NIL money he would have made? I mean, dude, it would have been insane. He was such a good, player, Nebraska, back in their heyday. So yeah, I mean, I'm with you, man. I mean, you need a, but again, it's almost like if you're at a smaller school and you can play now, you might not get the same bag that you are going to get if you play at Georgia or Bama. But you might have to wait for that. And if you wait, it might not be there and it might not be guaranteed. So, I see both points of view on that. And that's why I think it's a tough field to navigate. And I don't have a good answer. But most of the players are not going to go. What is it? It's like 1% of high school students, or less than 1%, actually go play college ball. And then it's less than 1% of 1% that go play professional ball. Some
Right.
crazy stat like that. So, even let's just say, your chances, even if you play at, a big school, your chances of being in the NFL are pretty slim. And even if you make it to the NFL, the chance you're going to stay there more than a year to three, let's just say 3 years, is even more slim. So you're also, dude, there's a lot of NFL players out there that, make solid money. Most of them do. But there's also some, man, that are going to play 3 years. They're going to make either scout team money or they're going to make, league minimum. And that's a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money to make for 3 years and then have nothing to fall back on. So,
I don't even know what the fuck league minimum is nowadays.
God, I want to say it's got to be more than 400,000 now, right?
I would hope so.
I know it used to be. Well, you know what, Grant Mills? We've got what we call the internet that we just bitched about. I should just write a letter to the commissioner's office asking them what league minimum is, and then I'll get back to you guys in 2 weeks when they send me a form letter. League minimum. Okay, it's actually a lot. The minimum salary rose to, this year. Let's go ahead and see this year. This is as of 2024. League minimum salary for an NFL player is $750,000.
Oh wow,
pretty fucking solid.
I think they have to take care of their own insurance, though.
I think they have to take care of their own insurance. I think there's a guy, and I cannot remember who it was, but he has a YouTube channel, and he was showing what his paychecks go to. I mean, I think 10% goes to like an agent. Then there's so much percentage, and the taxes are just ridiculous at that level. So, I mean, if you're making $750,000 a year, which is absolutely incredible money, let's say, what are you taking home? 400,000?
Half of that, yeah.
Let's say, 400, reasonable. I mean, if you make 400,000 in 3 years, and that's all you've done, man, you've made 1.2 million. I mean, see, that's one of those things. Is it set for life? Not, yeah and no. I mean, if you manage that well, but I mean, are you really just sitting on 400,000 each year and not spending any of it? No, I mean, come on, dude, you're making a shitload of money. So, say after that you've been able to save away half of it somehow. I mean, you've got 600,000 in the bank, dude. That's a nice chunk of change to start your life. But if you want to go buy a house, and if you didn't finish college, you don't have anything else to fall back on. I mean, you don't really have much. It's a great way to get started, but it's easy to go through that.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can definitely go through it.
Yeah, pretty easy. So I mean, I could see. I can understand why some of them go broke. I can't understand why the guys that made like bukus of millions go broke. I get their stories, but I mean, I just can't imagine me doing that. Then again, I probably could. Fuck it.
I spent it all on baby, y'all. She birthed it.
Oh, good.
Whoa. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit. Well, man. So what's this week? You probably got your kid this week, huh? Coming home to chill.
Yeah, got her. They both start their schools next week, so school is back in session. Yeah, they're not looking forward to that shit. Man, at the end of this summer as a kid, that's one thing I never looked forward to, going back to school. I hated that shit.
Back to school.
That's the hardest part about being a parent, is being such a good bullshit artist. You have to like encourage them and tell them, oh man, school's back. You get to see all your friends and meet new people, and new school outfits and all this shit. Man, I really want to be like, oh god, that's gonna suck ass. Y'all just had all this cool time off, didn't have to do shit. Now you gotta go back and sit in a fucking classroom. Oh yeah.
Do kids nowadays have a lot of homework?
Not really. It's definitely gotten better, and because I've never really believed in that. I don't think it's fair to give kids tons of homework. I mean, man, my stance is you got them for 8 hours a day. Do your shit while they're there. I mean, what the fuck else you got to teach them?
Yeah, it's a long time.
Yeah, they have family time they need to do. They have other obligations, cheer or gymnastics or dance, whatever it may be for girls, football, baseball, soccer for the guys. Yeah, man. I mean, and you want them to have family time. You want them to have friendship, and you want to have that. Dude, I mean, we used to get hammered with homework as a kid. Did you?
Yeah.
Hated that shit.
Yeah, dude. That shit was stupid.
Yeah, I never did that shit. I went through such a weird transition. I was such a good student up until about 6th or 7th grade, and then man, I just stopped giving a shit. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. This shit's stupid. I don't know how I went and I wasn't a bad kid. That's the thing, man. I just stopped doing my work. I would do my work at school, but if they gave homework, man, I rarely ever did it. I would not turn in shit, projects. I was never a fan of having all that shit outside of school, and I still say that to this day. I mean, if you own property in the city and the town you live in, and you're paying school taxes, man, you know those taxes. They always hit us up out here for more and more. They're having another vote for more school taxes. I mean, they get a lot, and then on top of the taxes, there's constant fucking fundraisers. One thing I bitched about, and I may have said it. I think I said it to some other dads. This year, you always get the back to school list. You remember the list of everything you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as you got older, man, you're kind of proud that you kind of got cooler shit. As a kid, you had to get those big 8 count fucking crayons that were stupid. And then as you got older, you got like colored pencils and T157 calculators. But it was usually you get a list of things that you need for every class, and that's it. Now, just got the list last week. You get a list of things you need for each class, and a lot of this shit you have to give to the teachers, like pencils and napkins and baby wipes and paper towels. Which, dude, I get they're not making a ton of money, but shouldn't the school be furnishing all that shit? I mean,
yeah, you got to give it to the teacher.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of that shit, like even pencils and stuff. And then somebody told me, well, that's if some of the kids don't have pencils and they're able to.
What is this fucking communism?
Yeah,
God damn it, fuckers.
Why the fuck should I worry about all the other poor kids not having pencils? Dude, you know what? If we didn't have a pencil and we went to school, we would just fucking borrow one.
Yeah.
I mean, or go to the pencil machine with a quarter and buy one. I don't think that it's our job to continue to give all this shit, dude. And here's my thing, man. I have no problem contributing, but it's everywhere. Every week it's a new fundraiser. At the beginning of the year, they need all this other shit for the classroom. Then they want to raise taxes. Like, motherfucker, pick one route to go through my damn pockets and stick with that. Y'all are picking 3.
Yeah, I am greedy fucks.
I mean, yeah, at this point, man, what the fuck? You want to increase the taxes, you want to do fundraisers, and you want us to donate shit all the fucking time. I mean, dude, I get it. It's a nice school, but goddamn. Like, dude, just tell me to write a fucking check or something and, y'all go buy your own shit.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that than I'm not doing the fundraiser, man. I remember they had my daughter was playing softball and they wanted you to they were saying they required every parent to work like in the concession stand during the year. And dude, I'm not working in no smelly ass hot dog chili concession stand. I'm just not gonna do it. And I think my came up and I told him, I said, man, I'm not doing that. I said, I mean, you're not gonna make me. You're not gonna kick her off the team. I think they said you could like donate $15 and they would hire a teenager or some shit to do it. I think I did that because I was not. I'm sorry, man. I'm not working in the concession stand.
Yeah, man. Fuck that shit.
Dude, they're
all like a old hot dog.
If that comes up again, I'm gonna hit you up and I'm gonna pay you to work in the concession stand.
Man, I'll be fucking shit up on purpose. Like,
dude, I swear though, it's everything. It's microtransactions. Everybody's got their cup out, and they want more and more. It's tip culture has killed us. It used to be, and I see it with the extracurriculars now. They constantly want shit instead of just paying like for cheer, for example. Instead of just paying, hey man, it's $200 a month for cheer, and that takes care of everything. Okay, fucking cool, that's fine. No, dude, it's like you have the monthly payment, and then they had a team or luncheon last week. You got to pay $30 for lunch. Then they had a choreographer come in where they learned a different dance, but she doesn't go to that school, so you got to pay $20 to listen to watch this lady teach them dance. Like, dude, they have everybody, the schools, the extracurriculars, tip culture. Everybody's got their hand out somewhere, and it drives me fucking crazy.
yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, I don't know.
I need a good old-fashioned ass whooping, yeah.
You might be right.
Yeah, I think they do. Like I said, man, I'd rather them just charge it into the one payment and let me pay more every month, but don't be trying to get my time out of me and shit too. Like I said, when they told me that I had to volunteer at the concession stand, I ain't doing that shit. I'm too embarrassed. That would be the time that you would find out about it with the homies and y'all show up and shit. I have the little paper hat on.
Oh, damn. That would suck.
Man, y'all be clowning.
I was like, yeah, man, let me get 4 chili dogs and a large Coke and a popcorn.
Give me like the
nachos, extra cheese.
Give me the largest order you can think of.
Yeah. Damn. Too bad they don't sell beer out there at those things.
Man, you know how much better kids' sports would be if they sold alcohol there?
Man, I'd be taking in those little shots, those little bottles.
That has been done before. Usually what I would do, take in like a Dr. Pepper, put a little SoCo in there or something like that. Mix it up. Or, take a little shot, go to the bathroom, sneak you one in. Sometimes you need that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would. Sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's my hill I'm gonna die on with not just kids, man. I love my kids. I'm glad they like to do things. It's the parents that put all this shit on for your kids, and they don't. A lot of these parents, we know plenty of them, commit to these activities, and they think that all the other parents have the same time frame that they do to commit to activities. And we don't. They want to do stuff. Can everybody make 3 o'clock? Motherfucker, I'm working. Yeah, we get that all the time. My wife told me that last week that she's in a mom's group for the daycare that our daughter goes to. And like there's a lady in there. It's like, who can meet at the park today at 11? Like it's a bunch of wives that don't have jobs or housewives and stuff. Hey man, listen, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I'm not clowning on that. But it's like so funny, like so many of them can do that, and they ask that like it's a normal question. Like,
yeah, like nobody else would have other things they have to do.
Yeah, my wife's like, no, I can't do that. I work till 6, so that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's the culture we live in, my friend.
Well. A new week is upon us, everyone. Hang on. Get her closed out for the night, but I hope all of you and yours have a great week and weekend coming up. Jay Wiggy, you have any final thoughts and or quotes before we get out of here tonight?
You know what? I got a little bit of both. I want to shout out Roku TV real quick. If you have Roku or the Roku channel, man, that Roku channel is pretty fucking solid for a free channel. It's got ads, but there's a bunch of old school shows on there. Home Improvement, The Nanny, if you ever like that, Unsolved Mysteries, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, man. I just wanted to shout that out as a tip. I actually need to do some reviews on that. Maybe I'll do a more thorough review on that, but it's pretty cool, man. I've been watching a lot of different things on that app, and for free, it's pretty stock full of cool shit on there. But a quote, man, we've been talking about getting together soon. We've been talking about National Wing Day. Hope you guys had wings for it. And we're talking about a month till football season. You can't buy happiness, but you can prepare a good party. And that's the same kind of thing.
Boom, boom, biggie. There it is, y'all. Whis.
I'm gonna invite these pussies to party out. I'm mad.
Oh,
I'm about to go have a party out.
Get the fuck out of here. Hope all you guys have a great weekend coming up. Check out the old episodes. Funny shit there. What else? I don't have a fucking quotation for tonight, everyone. But I will say this. Oh shit, I don't have anything to say really. I was gonna come up with something clever, but it looks like my mind is just fucking playing tricks on me. It's wandering. But anyway, every Monday night, 9:30 in the dirty. Be back here next Monday night, 9:30. Central Time. We love you all. Brody, get in the cello. See you, man.